What's up, YouTube? Country CEO back in the house, man. Look, it's a beautiful Saturday out here, man. You hear motorcycles passing my house. Look, this is my little outside studio, getting ready to go in here and make some game for you guys. So look, man, got some good stuff. You don't want to miss it. Tune in. Let's get this thing done, and let's see what more we can spread the word about that dump truck business, right? All right, so you ready? Come on in. What's up, YouTube? Country CEO back with another video, man. Look, welcome to the channel. Subs, members, fans, those who have taken a liking to this channel. Look, welcome back. Got some game for you today. Look, one of you guys asked a question about taxes and what taxes are involved in the dump truck business. I think it's been a while. I kind of briefly maybe have mentioned it in a previous video, but I want to go ahead and just dedicate a video to this particular train of thought. Okay, what taxes are involved in the dump truck business? Well, it's really just the normal taxes with any business, with just the exception of maybe one that's not associated with every business, right? So I'm just gonna kind of name them and go down the line of what kind of taxes that I pay and have paid over the years with the dump truck business. Obviously, and let me say this at the onset, that I don't bother with trying to figure all that out. I take my stuff to a bookkeeper once a month. She figures it out, tell me what I need to pay or what's going to draft out my account, and that's it. I'm not a tax person, accountant. My wife is not. I don't want no problems with Sam, so I just let her handle it, okay? All right, so the things that we have to pay, obviously, is income tax, right? I pay myself. So I treat myself as an employee because I want to pay into Social Security. So at retirement, although I have retirement accounts, but that's another check, right? Social Security. So I treat myself as an employee. With that being the case, I give myself a W-9. I get a W-9 and I get a 1099, right? Because I receive income otherwise. That's a whole nother video. Right, and so I get a W-2, so obviously income taxes, right? So if you're a business and you treating yourself as an employee, I'm gonna just assume you don't even have employees. I'm gonna just assume you're the only employee and you're paying yourself weekly or monthly, right? And taxes are coming out of that. Well, income taxes, right? All right, and so what happens is your CPA or nicely reconcile all of that. What was taken out of your check, just like you're working for any company, right? It's the same stuff. FICA, state taxes, and your federal, right? Take that stuff out. And so the company has to match, you as the company, just say for instance, the FICA tax, whatever that amount is, the company has to match that, right? All right, and so just say for instance, on your checks to your employer takes out federal, state, and FICA. Well, on the FICA, the company has to match the FICA. So not only are they taking it out to check your part, but the company has to match whatever that is, and that gets sent in. Okay. All right. So income taxes, and that kind of goes in. Let me jump right on into payroll taxes, right? Because that all kind of goes together. All right. So that's the individual income taxes, but then within a quarter, if it's not enough to pay monthly, if it doesn't have enough payroll to pay monthly, it's a certain threshold that will require you to pay monthly. But if it's not, you'll pay quarterly, obviously, right? And so you'll have to pay your quarterly payroll taxes, right? And so if it's just you, it's not enough to report monthly. Well, then over the 3-month period for the quarter, let's just say for instance at the beginning of the year, then for April the 15th, you are due for your January, February, and March payroll taxes, right? So whatever was taken out on you as the employer, you send the federal their money, you send the state their money, you send the federal that FICA, right? And the company has to match that particular part, okay? All right, and I'm trying to go slow with this because I really want you to get this because this is, technical stuff here. All right, and so you send that stuff in quarterly, right? All right, and so that's what I recommend. Now, if you see where you're making a whole lot of money during the year, what you can do is tell your CPA, say, well, look, I want to go ahead and pay $1,500, I'm sorry, or $2,000, whatever number you decide, towards your quarterly taxes from an income, from a profit loss point of view, right? You can go ahead and just say, well, I'm going to pay $1,500 a quarter, right? And do that for 4 quarters. So you pay $6,000 in, right? So guess what? If you do get stuck with a tax bill, At the end of the year, just say you owe $10,000. You made so much profit, you owe them $10,000. Well, guess what? If you pay six during the year, that means you only owe them four. Did you get that? So that's what some people do. That I have done that in the past. When I was making a lot of money, I was go ahead and paying $1,500, $2,000 a quarter. So at the end of the year, I done paid something in. So when my CPA done my taxes, you know, if I owed, well, guess what? I already had paid something, right? So I didn't have a huge tax bill. All right, that's a nugget. That's a nugget. That's a nugget. Okay. All right, and so that's the taxes that you have to pay, but you pay them quarterly. Okay. All right, and so what have I talked about? Income taxes, payroll taxes, and then the quarterly taxes that shows your profit loss. You determine whether or not you want to send something in, or you just deal with it at the end of the year. Okay. All right, or he'll tell you, you know, if you owe something, you know, you made a profit that quarter, you know, you might have to pay a little bit. I've been paying taxes on a quarterly basis right now. All right, but I'm just simply saying you can go above and beyond and pay a certain amount. If you want to add an extra 1,000, 1,500 to that, or make it 1,500 total that you're gonna pay regardless, you can do that. All right, the final tax that you have to pay concerning the dump truck business once a year, you have to pay road taxes, right? For the triaxles, it's $364. That's in every state, right? If you got a triaxle, then that's category M on the 2290 form with the IRS, and it's $364 that has to be paid once a year. They're smart. They know, they make sure you have to pay that before you can renew the tag for the next year. Did you get that? Before you can renew your tag the next year, you're going to have to be them paid the taxes, road taxes, the previous year. That's how smart they are. Okay. All right. So that's it on taxes, man. That's all I can think of right now. Any questions on it, put it in the video in the chat section. We'll be glad to respond. Country CEO says, look, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the share, hit the notification bell, subscribe to this channel. We got a lot of game for y'all. I'm gone.